hating on the progress. I'm a humble, I don't even pause what I do. I just drive the Maybach through the projects. And still crazy, I ain't even drive shit. Hate from a distance, please don't try me. Cause we'll turn it up on anybody. I see why they don't like me. Yelling out.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Fasten your seatbelts for one of the great divisional rivalries in the NFL. This is the first of two games between these teams this year, and you know it's going to be entertaining. It's the Cowboys going up against the Redskins. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. Charles, we look at this Redskin team as they interplay here. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
So here are the Redskins now in excellent field position to start things out. They'll be led out by a guy who, of course, started all 16 games last year, led the Redskins to the playoffs. He's in his 5th year now for Michigan State. It's Kirk Cousins. And
it's his team. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Remember, he had a pitched battle with Robert Griffin III, and head coach Jay Gruden selected Kirk Cousins. I felt like he trusted him more, thought he was more consistent. That was his guy. He made a big move in that direction, and Kirk Cousins rewarded his faith.
Now they run with Sims, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
They'll run it again with Sims. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
No matter what play call you have on, you're always conscious of edge pressure disrupting you. And it doesn't matter whether it's a pass or a run. And in this case, it was a draw, and the edge pressure came in and destroyed the play.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go.
Cousins now from the 50. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So now here's the 3rd-year man from Oklahoma, Tress Way, on to punt it. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now backed up to get this drive started. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the man out of Mississippi State. It's Dak Prescott.
The size, the build, his ability to run the football, the potential to be a starting quarterback in the NFL is there. They'll have to build on that and continue to see him progress.
First down, Prescott. And incomplete to open things up. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Ohio!
A second down throw for Prescott. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. All right, let's meet your starters. Matt Jones. What do you have to say, Charles?
Supposed to just be a 3rd down back when he came into the league. He ran so well, it forced everyone to change their opinion. Matt Jones is a 3-down back.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Shipped together here from the D-line. 2nd down, Cousins. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal, a loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Green, 39.
3rd and goal for Cousins. And that is incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And it brings up 4th down. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, and as we saw in week 1, the new rule, this one coming out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Buying time to his left. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
It certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Prescott looks to throw on first. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green.
Now Sims. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Randy Gregory entered the league with people excited about his pass rushing skills. They continue to stay excited about his potential.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run.
All right, here we go. Blue line.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Deshaun Jackson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. We focus our attention on the Redskins defense now. Obviously a close game from the defensive standpoint. Maybe don't want to blow it too much out of proportion, but how important is this drive?
I think it's huge for them because they've got to find a way to help out their offense, whether it's doing it themselves, taking the ball away and scoring, or setting their offense up in a good position to give them a chance to fully be back in this game.
Sometimes that defense triggers the offense. We'll see. Now Prescott. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Prescott now on second down. He's going to sling this deep, and that's caught inside the 35. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football. And we saw a big gain as a result on that play.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A first down throw for Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards remaining now on second down.
Here we go.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. 1 quarter in the books. 10-7 our score. We'll head back to FedEx Field after this timeout.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. 38.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Prescott, flushed out right, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
And that makes it 14-10. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11.
Now let's go.
Again, they run with Sims. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Fielded at the 20. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts a defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
He's got a man complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. A good pickup there, a 22. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Ezekiel had 23 rushing touchdowns last year at Ohio State, now his first in the National Football League.
And that's no surprise at all, because that's exactly why he was drafted 4th overall when he came out of Ohio State. His ability to run the football, but don't underestimate his ability to catch it as well. That's his first rushing touchdown. I think he'll add plenty in the passing game, too.
5 plays there on that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Second down, Cousins. Over the middle to Garcon. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Third down now following the completed pass. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. He's thrown for a touchdown pass, and he's run for one so far.
When you're able to watch a guy perform at a high level and do it in multiple ways, arm, legs, he really helps his team in a big way. You've got to think that they feel great about where they are in this ball game, and they feel even better about him leading their team.
Well, he's hoping to put them into a better spot after this drive. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On second down, Prescott again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And all this is taking him one-handed. What a catch.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
Now Prescott, and he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go. 190. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
From the red zone now, Prescott forced out to his left. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. And quickly, they get to the line.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point try by Bailey. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go.
On the ground, the drive starts with Sims. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Redskins trail at home at halftime. The Cowboys have looked good on the road and will just try to keep the ball rolling in the second half. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Cowboys have it midway through the first. Prescott's able to squeeze the pass in here, and after the short pass, he'll score. Cowboys go up by 4. Third down at the 24. Jackson's got the catch here, and he caps off the 2-play drive with the score. They go ahead by a field goal. Down to late in the first. Prescott's got his man deep downfield, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 33-yard line. Sticking with the same drive, Prescott's going to look for space, and he'd go in for the 3-yard touchdown. They're now on top by 4. Cowboys have it midway through the second. Prescott's deep pass will be completed, and the play will come to an end after a gain of 30. Sticking with the same drive, Elliott's going to shift out to the right side, and he'll go in for the score. The lead now at 11. Cowboys on 1st and 5. Prescott's on point with the throw, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score. That takes the lead up to 18.
All right, Larry, indeed a one-sided affair to this point as we get set for half 2. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
They'll come out in the pistol. Prescott now on second down. Steps away to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. Third down here. Well, they've gone backwards so far in this series. 3rd and 13. Play action now. Prescott. Deep drop out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. Cole Beasley, the intended target. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He's got a man. It's Williams.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Foul. Face mask. Defense. A penalty is declined.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. 1st down, Prescott. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. And the numbers, they sort of do the talking. Great game last week. Sharp again here in this one.
Sometimes you set habits with how you play, don't you? I mean, you start to put things together, you string them together, and the confidence continues to rise. And guess what? We're seeing that happen in front of us. Back-to-back weeks of really good play.
And the confidence certainly must be continuing to grow. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be a Dallas 1st down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Bryce Butler, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And a touchdown there to help them expand the lead.
All you're looking for is as much separation between you and the other team as possible. They've got to feel good about what that touchdown gives them.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run here with Sims. And Sims lost it. He lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. That kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And the evidence shows last week's game, it's really leaked into a second game now, Charles. What do you think of this?
And it's a surprise, isn't it? Because when we spent time watching them practice, talking with the coaches, they felt like a bounce back was going to happen this week. They were very confident in the game plan, thought the defenses they would see would present great opportunities for big-time runs. We're not getting that so far. I don't know if it's the game plan or if they're just being overwhelmed by the defense they're facing.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Second down, Cousins. And Reed with it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down. To throw, Cousins. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
Certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Washington defense getting ready. They're trailing on the scoreboard. Now, they had to watch that last drive, then they come out here. Defensively, when you played, did you like being out there defensively to start the second half or wait a drive?
I wanted to be out there right away. Come out of the locker room, get right back into the flow of the game, because sometimes when you sat around, you liked it when your offense gave you a long drive, but it made it a little bit tougher to get out on the field.
Well, it's the second drive here. We'll see how they respond. Bashad Breeland, the one that got him down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Prescott now on second down. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
They convert on third with a gain of 22.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
Come on, let's go.
A first down throw for Prescott. He hits Beasley right side. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Dez Bryant, his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Cowboys add on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Bailey now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. Look at the spin. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Sims. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. 6 yards here to go for the offense on second down.
Set. Green 39.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Washington. Deshaun Jackson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins are able to get a score back.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah, college, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
But that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You just tried to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Brandon, I came out of my chair on that one. A lovely-looking deep ball thrown. They were just unable to connect.
Let's go!
On third down, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Tackle made that time by Chris Baker.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Escobar with it over the middle. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, well, we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
Flex round. Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Come on, let's go.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Gavin Escobar, his big tight end, was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. But just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's the fullback, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
So that one, a 13-play drive in total, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Out to the left here to Reed. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
The speed. Can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. Cousins on 3rd and 2. This is caught by Jackson. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. To throw is Cousins. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Whitehead, the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Given 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And now they're in the hurry-up. Cousins on 1st down. Can't find anyone open. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So a little jumpy there defensively. Ref caught him in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, here we go. Green.
2nd down, Cousins. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Now let's go.
They'll throw again. Cousins. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So a tiptoe catch back at it. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. Whitehead, the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Dancing to his left. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
One man in the backfield, Elliott, and he'll get it up the middle. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. We're going to hurry back to the line now. Prescott to throw it. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.